Hello everyone! Today we consider the changes and novelties of maps and plans in Eocortex version 4.1. As before, in the sections of plans, we may intend any hierarchy for the required amount of folders and amount of the plans. Let's create the new folder here. Clicking the right button, we may rename it somehow. Let it be office number 2. Clicking the following folder, we may upload specific plan. And here we select the image that would be responsible for the plan of the specific floor. Open it here. Clicking the right button, I may rename it. Let it be the first floor. Also, I may copy the exact plan of the floor and paste it in the following folder. Let it be the second floor. Rotating the mouse wheel, I may make it bigger, make it less. On the right side you may see the control buttons here. Zoom in, zoom out and show the camera names. After our adding, by the way, if we want to add the required camera, we may just simply drag it and drop it to the plan. Let it be a couple of them. Again, for the required camera you may see the control button. Set the field of view, turn the camera, show it in the camera trees, make the stream from the camera, and by the icon of the gear we may see the following settings, like icon color and text for the camera. Also, don't forget about the transition between the floors. Clicking this button, we may obtain the following icon. Clicking the symbol of the gear, we may intend the floor that would be the transition for the required floor. Also, we may intend the specific distance between the links. From the first floor would be transition to the second floor. Apply our settings and place the transition for the second floor. That's it. Let's check it. That was done for the couple of floors, second and the first. When it is configured, it would be in a blue color. The novelty of version 4.1 is adding the text for the cameras and for the plans. We go to the sections of the cameras and see the icon of text. We may add the new group for the tag, rename it somehow. By default, the color would be blue one, but you may create any required color for the group of the text. Also, there is a field for the searching by the tag name, for the comfortable usage of the operator. To bring them to the cameras, we may use the button of camera settings, intend a specific group. You can bind multiple common tags. That would be done. At the top of the page you may see the symbol of the filter. We may filter cameras for the text, for the video analytics, for the camera settings. For instance, cameras with the PTZ, it shows us the folders with the cameras. If we filter cameras by the text, we may obtain the information about group of the cameras. Would be the following group. Adding the specific camera to the plan, we may drag and drop it. Info would be presented in the icon of the gear. That's how it could be done. Also, we have the feature of setting the field of view. Camera is looking directly to the required area. We may rotate this area, and operator in the client application we'll be able to obtain the video stream from the required area. Let's configure that. And click the button for the obtaining the stream directly on the plan. Adjust video in camera field of the view. Operator will be able to see this live stream from the camera. What else do we have here? If camera is equipped with I/O relays or it has the PTZ feature, let's try to add some camera to the plan. PTZ office. You may see the different icon for the required camera. For the PTZ camera we also may create the angle of the view and set it in the room. This information also will be available. This one. If there are sensors or relays on the cameras, we can add them to the plan or to the map as well. Drag and drop the required camera on the plan and click the button for adding the sensor or relay. Select the type relay or sensor, number of input and output. When signal comes, the receiving signal status would be the selected. And also we may rename it. For instance, it would be the smoke detector. Save our settings and see that relay is created. Also, we may locate it on the plan. In the client applications, we will be able to operate with these relays. Let's consider another relay, for example, for the door. Receiving signal status would be closed, number of input-output, and that would be for the door. Also, locate it on the plan. Basically, our plans are ready. And now let's consider the maps. As before, they are available only for the Enterprise and Ultra license types. On the right side you may see the specific control button. As before, we may change the layers. We are integrated with OpenStreetMap, Google Maps and Yandex Maps. Also, as before, we may zoom in, zoom out and show the camera names. If the several cameras are located near each other, they would be combined in a small circle with the number of cameras inside. Move the cursor, obtain the video streams. Camera placement would be the same as before. We just drag and drop the required camera here. Clicking the icon of gear, we may obtain information about the text, colors, change the colors if required, and so on. The main difference between the placement of cameras between plans and maps is that the binding is carried out according to the coordinates on the maps or to the picture itself on the plan. Controls would be the same, like viewing area, obtaining the video stream from this camera directly, creating the tags for the cameras, viewing areas and relay sensors also could be added. some feature of considered hierarchy with the required number of folders, we may add the locations with the center of coordinates. Move our camera, indent the center of the locations, and done it, clicking the button Done. Rename it somehow. Double click on the required locations means the fast switching of the location. Folders and cameras also could be added. Object and plans allow you to link object on the map with the plans that we had before. And the specific site. Let it be this one. And bin the specific plans. Bind it there, and they are displayed here. Apply our settings and go to the client application. In the section of plans, you may see the configured floors, configured plans. Go to the settings and prepare our workplace for the working with the plans and maps. At the bottom, in the section of interface, we may see the camera grids when viewing plans. Now, in a novelty of this version, there is a possibility to display the required cameras directly below the plan. Up to 4 different cameras may be displayed at the same time. In the section for the guard mode, we may display and activate the alarm on the plans and on maps. Activate this checkbox, save our settings, application would be restarted, and now we are able to display 4 different cameras that would be required. Clicking the right button, you may select the required one. If any alarm would be generated, cameras will be indicated with red color. Most critical cameras could be added below. Rotating the mouse wheel, we may somehow enlarge the part of the plan, see the list of alarms. All alarms would be generated and displayed and listed in this section. Different places, different plans also will be displayed. Also, there is a transition to the different floors. We may activate it and see the transition. All the relays and sensor also available to see on the plan. Now the section of maps. We see how cameras are located. Managing button are present here as well, and filter by cameras, by objects is also presented. Double click, we may obtain the info that was configured in the configurator. For locations, for an objects, info also will be presented. List of alarms also will be presented in the sections of the maps. We move the cursor to the camera, obtain the stream, and probably that's it. Thank you for your attention and thank you for your interest. See you soon. Bye.